Good evening, guys. This is Jeremy with Steel Valley Sports Cards. And today on this fine Throwback Thursday, we got 1993 Bowman football. We're looking for two Hall of Famers, which is Jerome Bettis and John Lynch, the great safety out of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we're looking for Hall of Fame players like Dan Marino, John Elway. We're going to get one foil card per pack. Hopefully we can pull one of them rookies in the foil variation. We got 12 packs here I bought on eBay. Let's see what we can get. Hopefully they're in good quality. 1993, it wasn't a terrible draft class, but with just the two Hall of Fame players, it's nothing like what 1995 or 96 was like. Let's see what we can get here. I'm going to kind of move through these base cards fairly quick. And I'll stop if it's a notable player, a Hall of Fame player. We got Blair Thomas. We got a checklist here. We got the great Bruce Matthews, one of the best offensive linemen in NFL history. We got James Thornton, Rufus Porter, Fred Baxter, and our first foil card is going to be Barry Bananas Foster. Was a decent running back. He had a couple good years with Pittsburgh and kind of fizzled out. I think he went to prison or something like that. A nice card. I'm sure the Steelers fans like that. But that's what the foil cards look like. Kind of like a tie-dye color. But not bad. Let's get on to the next pack. I'm hoping out of the 10 packs we can pull at least the Jerome Bettis. I was always fascinated as a kid how the Rams let Bettis move on just to trade for Marshall Faulk a few years later. But we got Thurman Thomas, NFL Hall of Famer in the foil. That's a nice card. Sorry about that. We got Quentin Korat, Marcus Buckley. We got Marv Cook, Ray Buchanan. That's a second-year card of Ray Buchanan. Craig the Ironhead Hayward. Is that Ironhead? That is. We got Randall McDaniel, Cornelius Bennett, Rodney Peete, Steve Berline, Curtis Conway. I believe that's a rookie card of Conway. Lamar Thomas, Leonard Renfro, and the great Rod Woodson. I know he played a lot of years with the Steelers, but he'll always be known to me as a Baltimore Raven that played on the greatest defense in NFL history, which was the 2000 Baltimore Ravens. Ray Lewis and Peter Boulware and Jamie Sharper. All right, on to the next packs. And that's a fantastic card. If you're going to pull one of these foil cards and it's going to be a veteran player, it's going to be Lawrence Taylor. That was one of the great cards to pull there. And it looks like it's centered pretty good. The corners look all right. That's a great card. Taylor with, I believe, 150 plus sacks in his career. Willie Davis, Russell White, Ricky Prohl, Steve Everett. We got a Michael Irvin. That's a fourth-year card, Michael Irvin. Eric Allen, just inducted in the Hall of Fame this year. Jim Everett, Derek Brown. We got a Kevin Green, the late, great Kevin Green, passed away a couple years ago. Also an NFL Hall of Famer. Bob Christian, Don Beebe. All right, on to the next pack here. I'm hoping we can get a Dan Marino. If we could pull a Dan Marino or a John Elway in one of these foil cards and it's in decent shape, we'll send it in for grading just to have. You know, a lot of people say it's a waste of time buying these old boxes, but, you know, when I was a kid, I couldn't really afford card boxes and stuff like that, so I like going through them and finding these rookie cards myself and pulling them out of the box. Well, we got Shannon Sharp. That's a third-year card of Sharp. Then we got another Lewis Sharp, Steve Atwater. That's a fourth-year card of Atwater. Also an NFL Hall of Famer. Kelvin Pritchard, Ashley Ambrose. Dalton Hillard, Eric Hill, Broderick Thomas, Rayleigh Johnson, Ryan McNeil. Our next foil card, there we go. That card looks fantastic. That corner's a little dinged up there. You can see it in the light. But a great card. Any sort of Dan Marino and Elway are desirable. Especially the inserts from the 90s. I mean, once they're graded, you know, people buy them if they grade well. You're not going to make a lot of money off of them, like some of the newer stuff. We got a good foil card on the back. There's one of the cards we're looking for. That is the Jerome Bettis rookie card. Extremely off-centered. Jesus. Off-centered. The corner's dinged. Not good. But we found it. Terrible quality, but we found the Jerome Bettis rookie card. Not bad. We got one of the cards we were looking for. We'll put him up there with Rod Woodson. Dennis Smith. Bill Carter. Gordon. Chris Slade. Dana Hall. Dave Mega. Ernest Gibbons. Vaughn Johnson. Jason Elam. This is a second-year Elam card. Our next is going to be Barry Sanders. That card looks like it's in great shape. It's centered well. Corners look all right. This one might be grading quality. I'll take a closer look at it later on. Fantastic Barry Sanders. So we got the Marino. We got the Barry Sanders. But not bad. So out of the 10 packs we opened, we got some decent stuff here. We got a lot of base and stuff that doesn't really have a whole lot of value. But we did get some Hall of Famers, and we did get the Jerome Bettis. Now we're just looking for John Lynch and maybe a Drew Bledsoe. These cards are sticking. Old Pepper Johnson, Giants great. Henry Thomas. Kyle Clifton. We got Leroy Horde. Oh, these are sticking really good now. Daryl Johnston. Greg Townsend. Tommy Vardal. And our next one is going to be Rick Meyer, Notre Dame legend. He started out really good. But Rick Meyer will always be known as the guy who got sacked 7 times in one game by Derek Thomas. That's what he'll always be known as to me. Our next green is on top of the pack. We got Randall Cunningham. Still looking for the John Lynch. We got Craig Erickson, national champion of Miami Hurricanes. Jonathan Hayes, Herschel Walker, Jeff Hallstetler, Quadri Ismail, Reggie Cobb, George Teague, Mark Carrier, John Copeland. Let me get rid of some of these base cards here. All right, we got 5 packs left. We're halfway through. Try to keep this quick here for you guys. All right, we got a Kevin Williams rookie card. That was on top here. We got Dave Klinger, Andre Reed, Hall of Fame player. We got Greg Lloyd, who was heading in the trajectory of the Hall of Fame and then fell off drastically. I think it was injuries. Mark Jackson. We got a Dana Stubblefield rookie card. Terry McDaniel. Broderick Thomas. Vincent Brigsby. Robert Smith. And James Trapp. All right, still looking for the John Lynch. Still looking for the Drew Brees. Maybe a John Elway or a Montana foil card would really set this off. We got Ronnie Lott, Ronnie Hampton, Eugene Chung, Keith Karts, Damani Dawson, Eddie Robinson, Gary Anderson, Andre Tippett. These cards are really sticking. Tony Smith, and our next foil is going to be Willie Roaf, NFL Hall of Famer. Played with the Saints. I believe he played with the Chiefs at one time too. All right. We got 3 packs left here. See what we can get. We got Mark Ingram Sr., Ken Norton, Del Spear, Wayne Simmons, Charles Mann, Winston Moss, Tom Waddle, Hustad, Lorenzo Lynch, the wrong Lynch, Tim McGee, Richard Dent, John Taylor, Neil Anderson, and our next foil is going to be a Junior Seau. A little bit off-centered, but a nice card. Seau was in my top 5 favorite players of all time. Played a long career. Was on that 2007 New England Patriots team. And even though I hated the Patriots just like everybody else did, I wanted to see Junior Seau get a Super Bowl ring. That was the only reason I was slightly disappointed. Yeah, Ricky Hamilton, Chris Dolman, NFL Hall of Famer. Man, these are sticking. Jason Belser, Walter Reeves, Courtney Hawkins, Ben Coleman, Harry Newsome, Michael Barrow, and our foil is going to be a Marvin Jones. I think I got my light fixture hooked up. And the light just went out. Get that turned back on here for you guys. All right, last pack. There we go. Last pack. Still looking for the John Lynch. All right, we got Jumbo Elliott, Melvin Jenkins, Irving Fryer, Greg Beaker, we got Robert Jones, Sean Jones, Coleman Rudolph, Rob Heller, Andre Collins, Steve Jordan, Don Moosebar, Levon Kirkland, Ty Detmer, and our last foil is going to be Eric Curry. But I appreciate you guys watching. We got some decent foil cards. Dan Marino, Randall Cunningham. We got a Barry Sanders. We did find the Jerome Bettis. Extremely off-centered, but not too bad. I appreciate you guys watching. Have a great Easter.